Is it true that Jungkook's trip to Tokyo wasn't just for vacation or regular work? Why did Taehyung choose to speak out only after the shocking global issue about the contract emerged? Which world-class artists secretly met Jungkook in Tokyo? And even more surprising, did Jungkook really sign a new contract without the other members knowing? Tokyo, Japan. A shocking event once again shakes the global K-pop community, especially BTS's loyal fans, ARMY. In the past few days, the name Jungkook has become the center of attention after his sudden departure to Tokyo, Japan, sparked a wave of wild speculation across social media platforms and international news outlets. However, among all the circulating rumors, only one thing now seems close to certainty. Jungkook did not go to Tokyo without a major reason. The big surprise came when Kim Taehyung, Jungkook's fellow BTS member, suddenly released an official statement through the agency, confirming that Jungkook's trip to Tokyo was related to a highly sensitive and internationally scaled professional agenda. Without directly naming the parties involved, Taehyung hinted that the decision was so significant it could change the perspective of the South Korean entertainment industry on the role of artists as global entities. Many didn't know, including me at first, said Taehyung in a quote from his official statement. But after I found out what Jungkook was doing in Tokyo, I was speechless. As a friend, I was surprised, but as a member of BTS, I'm proud. This statement immediately sparked a wave of questions among music industry observers, as there has been no official confirmation about the specific activities Jungkook undertook in Tokyo. However, internal sources from the agency revealed that the meeting involved a major figure in the global music industry who has been quietly monitoring Jungkook's solo career development. Big names such as The Weeknd, Dua Lipa, and Justin Bieber were mentioned in the growing speculations, but no official clarifications have been made by any party. The most shocking part, and what caused ARMY's emotions to peak, is the rumor that during this visit, Jungkook signed a new exclusive contract with an international music label based in the United States. According to exclusive reports from Japanese and Korean entertainment media, this contract holds enormous strategic value and is said to be the biggest individual move ever made by a BTS member since the group's initial hiatus due to mandatory military service. This issue began to gain validation when South Korean journalists based in Tokyo reported suspicious activity from international staff known to work with top music labels. The meeting location, reportedly at a luxury hotel in the Shibuya area, was said to have been tightly guarded by private security, and communication between Korean and American parties drastically increased since Jungkook's arrival in Tokyo. However, the most captivating reaction came from Taehyung himself. In a limited Q&A session with the media, Taehyung stated that he only learned about Jungkook's move one day before the contract was signed. "I knew something was being hidden. Jungkook usually isn't that quiet, but now I understand. He's carrying a huge burden, and he chose to move forward. I think the world will understand soon," said Taehyung with a reportedly trembling voice. Many believe that Taehyung's statement, which indirectly shows full support for Jungkook's move, is a sign that BTS members' internal relationship remains strong, even as they pursue individual careers amid military service and solo projects. However, some observers are also questioning, why was such a big decision made without coordination with the other members or the main agency like HYB? On the other hand, Japanese journalists following the Asian entertainment industry reported that the big-name rumored to have met Jungkook was a Grammy-winning music producer who rarely appears in public. This information has yet to be fully verified, but if proven true, this collaboration could mark a new chapter in the expansion of South Korean artists into the Western music industry. Why did this meeting have to be held secretly in Tokyo? Why not in Seoul or Los Angeles, two major BTS hubs? Many speculate that the decision was made to avoid media and fan attention that could disrupt the negotiations. Tokyo, with its greater privacy and highly organized communication infrastructure, became a strategic location for discussions requiring a high level of confidentiality. Another growing issue now receiving more attention is the possibility that Jungkook will officially debut internationally as a solo artist under a new label, with a release schedule already set through 2026. If true, this would mark a historic milestone in Jungkook's individual career and a signal that BTS is entering its most transformative phase since their debut. Meanwhile, HYB Labels has not released an official statement regarding the news of the new contract signing. However, internal sources mention that the company is preparing a clarification and official announcement likely to be released in the coming days. One HYB executive, who chose to remain anonymous, stated that Jungkook's move was well considered and not in conflict with the group's grand plan. This naturally raises further questions. Will Jungkook's move affect BTS's group dynamics after all members complete their military service? Does this move indicate a new direction for BTS as a more flexible global group, or is it an early sign of a shift in member roles? Armies around the world have responded to this news with mixed emotions. On one hand, they are proud to see Jungkook take a big step in his career, but on the other hand, many hope this move stays aligned with BTS's plans as a united group. One fan from Brazil wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "I cried seeing Taehyung speak proudly about Jungkook. This isn't just a solo project, it's the career revolution of a legend." Similar comments came from fans in Indonesia, the Philippines, and Germany, most of whom expressed hope that Jungkook's move would strengthen BTS's global position, not become a reason for division. This situation is reminiscent of the historic moment years ago when BTS members began launching their individual projects. The difference now is that the scale and impact are much bigger as it involves cross-country, cross-label, and even cross-entertainment industry collaborations. Amid the wave of circulating information, one thing now feels real. Jungkook has entered a new chapter in his career, and the decision wasn't made impulsively. From Taehyung's expression, from HYB's silence, from the movements of Japanese media, to the speculation about top global artists allegedly involved, everything indicates that this move is part of a grand strategy. As of the publication of this article, the global label associated with Jungkook has yet to comment, while the Korean agency only issued a brief statement that Jungkook is focusing on developing his global project, which will be announced at the appropriate time. Taehyung himself, in his latest post, wrote only one sentence: "You don't yet know what he's preparing, but you'll be proud." And armies, all over the world, now wait, with tears of happiness and hearts pounding with hope. After further investigation and verification through various credible sources, including official statements from HYB labels and clarifications from several mainstream media outlets in South Korea and Japan, it can be confirmed that the information stating that Jungkook went to Tokyo to sign a new contract with a world-renowned artist, which shocked Taehyung and made ARMY cry with happiness, has no valid basis. All information in the main news previously mentioned originated from rampant speculation circulating on social media and is not supported by concrete facts. There has been no official statement from HYB or Big Hit Music regarding any new contract signed by Jungkook in Tokyo. Likewise, the rumor about his involvement with a world-renowned artist. So far, there is no documentation, public statement, or evidence of collaboration pointing to such information. Several fan accounts did share video clips and photos of Jungkook's presence in Tokyo, but metadata analysis and location confirmation show that the visit was personal in nature and not related to professional or contractual activities. On the other hand, the news that Taehyung was shocked by the news of Jungkook's new contract has also been confirmed to be false. There has been no open communication, either through social media, live broadcasts, or interviews showing any surprise or comment from Taehyung regarding Jungkook's presence in Tokyo or regarding a new contract. All these claims were amplified by clickbait narratives and did not originate from official channels. This fact is important to emphasize because the spread of incorrect information can lead to misunderstandings, create unrealistic expectations among fans, and potentially disrupt both the personal and professional activities of BTS members. In this fast-moving digital era, the credibility of information can be easily distorted by viral narratives that are unverified. Fans are expected to be more selective and wise in receiving information, especially those coming from unofficial or speculative accounts. ARMY is a very solid fandom and has great influential power, and therefore the responsibility to disseminate accurate information becomes part of the ethics of the community. HYB also regularly reminds the public and fans to refer only to official information channels such as weverse, press releases from Big Hit Music, or verified interviews. Therefore, the news about Jungkook going to Tokyo to sign a contract with a world-renowned artist and Taehyung's shock because of it is untrue and cannot be journalistically accounted for. All circulating information regarding this issue is proven to have no valid evidence, not confirmed by related parties, and is a product of free interpretation and digital clickbait that is often misleading to the end conclusion, amid tight military activities, artist management, and the personal rest time of BTS members. The general public and fans must show respect by not spreading speculative information. This clarification not only debunks the rumors, but also serves as an important reminder that journalistic truth must always stand on verification and information responsibility.